Just try to take a sip of water there. So welcome, guys. Welcome those of you who are going to join me shortly. I don't know how many of you are going to be able to be here, because I know that people are working. It's during the week. People are grinding and hustling, and yeah. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support, your likes and subscriptions, your comments and everything. So we're going to go again and see what the guides want us to know on a general level, and see if the guides want us to speak to a specific person or a group of people or the collective in general. We'll see. I'm going to try and make the reading as quickly as possible so that we can have time for asking questions, because some of you have specific questions about your own personal life that you would like the guides to answer. And so yeah, if you do need the guides to answer some of your questions, we can do it sort of like a mini reading here on the live. But all I'm asking of you is that you just watch my videos, whether it's the live videos or if it's the pre-recorded videos. Some of them are quite old. You just do that, and then you don't have to do it before you answer any question. You can just go ahead and answer before you ask any question. You can just go ahead and ask a question here, but when you have a moment, please do support the channel, because I really need the views to be pushed up, the hours and all of that, because yeah, for me to be able to do this with you guys, of course, it's time and effort and everything. And if it's something that is also going to be able to generate an income for me, why not? All right. Um, so, the more I'm able to do that, the more I'm able to, be available here and to be able to be of service to you guys. All right. So, um, we can both benefit from it. So let's see what the guys want us to know. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Let's see who's here. Myra Hermosho. Hi, I do apologize for butchering your names, people. Yeah, we all coming from different parts of the world, and we all have, different languages that we speak, and yeah, sometimes we struggle with each other's languages, isn't it? Like, when will Nelson plan to call Myra in contacting English, please? All right, okay, all right. Okay, like, okay, so it sounds like it's like, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Myra. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to go ahead. I see you're already asking questions, and that's great. Please stick around, because I am going to answer your questions. So don't go away, don't run away. Stick around. I'm going to do a reading here quickly. Generally, it's probably going to be for about maybe 10 minutes. Hopefully it's not going to be longer than that. And then after that, I'm going to attend to your questions. So come one, come all, as many of you as possible. Let's answer those questions. Let's ask the guides whatever it is that you need to know from them. Let's see if they are able to provide those answers. And all I'm asking is that you support the channel. You're not paying, you're just supporting the channel by watching the videos, liking, subscribing, commenting. And so let's quickly do the general reading here. And then we answer all those questions that we have. All right. Thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the engagement. We've got Justice. We've got the Star. Guys, I've got Bambino here. Bambino is the Don. Bambino is the boss of me. If he says, you got to go, unfortunately, I'm going to got to go. That's that unfortunate part. But let's pray and hope that that doesn't happen. All right, just Star, Page of Cups, Seven of Swords. All right, so what is this? Okay, so it looks like there's a betrayal here that has occurred, that you are getting justice for. All right. It's like the tables are turning, or the tables have turned. Okay. So someone did you bad. All right. Someone did you really, really terribly. All right. Someone did horrible by you for whatever reason. They stabbed you in the back, they betrayed you, they stole from you, they ambushed you, they, sabotaged you, they backstabbed you, they did all sorts of things. And you they basically took advantage of your innocence, all right, or your trust, or and innocence doesn't mean silliness or foolishness, how this world would like to make it out to be. But we are human beings. Innocence is part of what it means when to be a human being when you come here. Empathy creates innocence in people, isn't it? And it's not a bad thing. Just because we live in a sick world, it doesn't mean that you are bad or you are wrong for actually having, the right kind of human qualities that nasty people, take advantage of. All right. So this person took advantage of your kindness, of your trust, of your love, of your generosity, whatever it is that you could have not known about them or about the situation. They took advantage of that. And, with this star here, I'll say you are also, a star. What you call a star seed, perhaps. A light being. You are a luminous person. All right. You are someone who's radiant, someone who's beautiful. You are a beautiful soul, and someone took advantage of you. Okay. And now you are shining radiantly. You know, somehow this situation did not really phase you as much as this person would have wanted it to, but instead it's like it caused you to shine even brighter, and it caused this person to actually now sort of be addressed by the invisible forces of life. We call them, the guides. We could say God, your angels, your guardian angels, for some of you who believe in that as well, your ancestors. So whatever positive forces that are working on your side, the ones that are protecting you and helping you in life, they are addressing this person. They've dealt very heavily with this person. All right, let's keep it moving. See how we're doing. Okay, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. All right. Okay. So you've learned your lessons, all right, about this situation. It taught you a lot. This betrayal, this whole experience that you've had, it taught you a lot about maybe this person, about a lot of things in general, I guess. And you've taken your notes, and it has brought about, a form of mature type of empathy in you. All right, a mature type of empathy. That empathy that's coming from that wise. You can see this woman here. It's like you're dealing with a wise old woman kind of a situation. It's like this is what that situation has brought about in you. It has wizened you up. It has brought into a state where you've always been wise, but it's brought a different type of wisdom into your life. All right. And you are content. You're content. It is what it is. It's a battle that you fought without even knowing that you were engaged in it, and you came out, and you are still happy. You are still content because your contentment was never from that situation nonetheless. And now you ain't playing about your boundaries. You ain't playing like that. Now you is clear. You is like, this is, how it's gonna be, and it ain't gonna be no other way. You're no longer, perhaps over giving. You're no longer willing to compromise. One of the things that I've picked up about, good people, nice people, empaths, or people who are leaning more towards that side, people who still have their humanity in them, is that many a times when people come into your life and they betray you, they backstab you and all of that, in the beginning, before this thing starts, one of the things that happens is that, these people will actually be literally doing some kind of silly things or saying some kind of silly things that you would be looking at, and you'll be seeing that, okay, this person is living in la la land. This person is not really in touch with reality. For example, a person would be, really inflating themselves, and maybe in how they describe who they are or what they do or what they're capable of and all of that. And all of that would not be matching their actual reality. And you'd be thinking, well, okay, whatever, let them have their own world, let them have their own little illusion, let me not, bust their bubble for them, and you let them be. And meanwhile, when you allow this person to be, they're thinking you are so dumb. They're thinking you actually are fooled by them. They're thinking they've managed to literally put a wool over your eyes. Meanwhile, the whole time you can see what's going on. It's just that, you're just like, okay, fine, just have your little bubble. Let me not burst it. Let me not, but it's like, okay, once you encounter this type of experiences, you learn and you decide, okay, going forward, I'm not even going to entertain people's little illusions. It's like when a person, is busy trying to tell you, no, I'm the greatest whatever in the world. Meanwhile, you can't even begin to scratch the surface of whatever it is that you're telling, people that you are the greatest of, or you are telling me that you are the greatest of. Next time I might have to tell you, actually, no, I don't see that. What can you show me that great? Is this what you mean when you say you are the greatest of whatever? Because the very same people are the very same ones that when you show them your your works, the things that you do, they would be laughing. They'll be looking down on you. They'd be making nasty comments. They'd be very critical. You understand? And it's minor little things like that that are quite annoying about dealing with betrayers and backstabbers, haters, and that it's like you have to have some kind of what PhD to like literally have basic survival in this world. PhD in psychology. Six of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Sun. All right. Six of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Sun. So yeah, you've definitely, yeah, you are moving away from the previous way of doing things. You are stepping into your victory. All right. As the light, you are victorious. The light is victorious by virtue of being the light and nothing else. All right, everything else is just a reflection of that. um and it doesn't matter whether or not the physical material circumstances reflect this or not. The reality is that the light is victory in itself. All right. And this is what the Chariot is showing us here. Okay, here with the Emperor, I would like to say that this could you could be finding yourself in a situation where there are some protective masculine forces in your life, whether they are spiritual or physical, all right, that are also showing up. So you are being protected. So it's almost as if the higher forces of life are stepping up or stepping in to actually protect you. All right. Perhaps in the past, for whatever reason, they allowed all of this to happen, and for you to move past the phase. Maybe it was a lesson or something. I don't know, but it's like now they have stepped in, and it feels and looks like they are the ones that are actively going to remove or keep away such type of people from your life. So you'd be like, oh, Pemi, why won't he stay with me? Why doesn't he just ghosted me? No, he's ghosting you because the guys are protecting you. It's not because this person, it's not because that you are doing anything wrong. It's not because the guys have abandoned you. In fact, it's because the guides are actually protecting you. The guides are actively getting involved and participating in that situation, and it just doesn't look like the way that you would want the situation to look. All right, the Sun. So that's that joy, that happiness, something new, something fresh, that's coming through, that's coming out of the situation. So it's a blessing in disguise. Something terrible happened, but something beautiful is going to come out of it regardless. All right. Someone could be pregnant, someone could be having children, someone could be connecting and enjoying with their children as well. 5 of Wands, this is the last one, and then we're gonna go into your chats. We're going to look into your questions. So I hope you are asking as many questions as possible. All right, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Okay, Page of Pentacles, and then Page of Swords. All right, okay, so you are learning to occupy this new um, reality, this new life that you are now, having, where your boundaries, you are a boundary boss now. You are still, very kind, compassionate, loving, but and you are still radiant, you are still happy, you still have that nice, energy of a youthful, energy, that energy of a child. Kind people radiate that energy of a child, that pure, radiant, innocence. They radiate that. And once again, this time around, it's coming with wisdom and discernment and boundaries and a whole lot of things, and clarity and confidence. Whilst you're busy doing that, now this person who is the sower of discord and all of that, is now okay. You can't see can you see those? You can't see some of the cards. Oh, all right. So this person is now dealing with a whole lot of conflict, because they are a stirrer of trouble. So wherever it is that they're dealing with the same kind of trouble that they are constantly causing. All right. So they are dealing with a whole lot of conflict. They are dealing with a whole lot of you know problems, basically restlessness, and it's like good riddance. Okay, good riddance that this person did this, and you ended having to walk away from the situation, even with the Six of Swords. And now they're still in the mess that they're used to, but you are getting settled, you are getting established, you are learning to walk this new path that you have tapped into. All right, so that's that. Let's quickly have a look here, see what y'all want to know. Okay, let's leave these cards here and just say, okay, so and when will I meet Nelson? Okay, so now let's look at you, Myra, what you're saying. All right. Okay. Please ask questions, guys. I'm here for you. I'm literally here for you guys to ask questions. Okay, so please ask questions so that we can hear what the guys want to know. All right, ask so that we can answer for you. You're not gonna pay. All you need to do is just support. At your own time, you just watch the videos. You like, you subscribe, you share, you comment, you do whatever. Okay, let's look at Myra here. Contact. Okay, so basically you're asking, when is this person going to call you, Myra, right? That's what you're asking. You're asking, when is this person going to call you? Let's see. Okay. Bambino is making movements here at the back, so I just want to make sure that he's okay. Let's see if Nelson is going to be calling you or contacting you anytime soon. All right. Okay, Bambino is sleeping, but he's making some noise. Okay, so the guys are showing here that this person will contact you soon. All right. Let's see if it's going to be, something that's going to happen as soon as, yeah. So within the next 4 weeks, all right. So it's a space of a month, you might receive some communication from your person of interest, Myra. Let me know how it goes. Okay. All right. Rahul Jen. Okay, what's coming in my love life? All right, let's have a look there. Ooh, Bambino. Okay, let's have a look and see. I'm just checking for you, all right? Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm just tending to Bambino here. Okay, so let's see. what the guides are showing about you, Rahul Jano, Rahul Ranjan Jen, Rahul Ranjan. Yeah, this is where dyslexia, shows up in a very bad way, because the fonts are so small here on the phone and everything is dark. I'm battling to see. So, yeah, the guys are showing that you're going to. They're showing, and I don't know if you're currently in a relationship or what's your situation, if you are single or anything like that. But I approach the situation from a perspective where you are single. So you'll correct me if this was an arenas approach. But the guides are not showing any long-term connection on your part. All right, they are showing um, so unless if you already are preoccupied with another relationship, but if you are single, it's like what the guides are showing is you just maybe meeting people, meeting someone, having some a brief connection with them, maybe some interaction or something along those lines, but then it's not really materializing into something long term and so forth. And I just want you to understand that whether this happens in actual reality, because remember, this thing is just energy, you understand, and sometimes the energy changes. There are certain instances where the energy is very fixed and you can't really do anything about it, and then there are times when it so happens that at this phase in your life, maybe this is how the trajectory looks. All right. But what I want you to know is that whether or not this is temporary or this is like a fixed thing in your life, um, at the moment, when it comes to relationships, prospects of relationships are small. So only a select group of people are going to have sort of like long-term relationships and so forth, because the journey for humanity, the path for humanity is not really towards relationships per se, romantic relationships per se at the moment. You understand? It's more towards individualization. It's more towards people connecting with themselves and perhaps connecting with like-minded communities or something along those lines. Or you're either going to do the solo journey, or you're going to do a journey with maybe some kind of a group of people or something along those lines. But it's not always going to be a romantic one. So don't feel bad about it or think that something terrible has happened just because um, this is not happening for you. It's not that you are cursed or anything like that. At the moment, potential partners are few. All right. At the moment, people who have that in their trajectory in a fixed way, and it's like there's little to no interference. Those are very few. All right. So don't stress too much about it, though. And once again, you know, we don't know. It can change. It can still change, and you don't have to give up. And if you still want love, you can still enjoy the journey of finding it. You understand, of or looking and connecting with people. All right. So let's see here. I just want to quickly go back. All right, Myra. Okay, Yamur the first. Hello, Yamur. Yagmur the first. Baby sons are so cute. Sending. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jack Moore the first. I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking. Title lecture. Thank you for coming back. Also, I'm fair. Will I get a job soon? All right. I'm not. I wonder if this is not the same question that you asked last time. But let's check you out. I remember someone asking this question in the previous reading, but let's check for you. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. So, for you, title lecture 1606, the guides are saying here that they're not showing a job prospect anytime soon for you. All right, and they're saying that you might want to do something else, something, what's the word, that is not conventional, something unconventional. All right, because I was also checking if maybe you should be doing business and so forth, and they're saying not necessarily in the traditional sense, kind of, they something more along the lines of consulting in some shape or form. And I don't know if maybe this is something that you've been looking into or thinking about or discussing, or planning, or what exactly is it that has been happening there, or on your side, with regards to, is there something that, some kind of an idea that you've been having? Because whatever this is that the guys are showing is something unconventional. It's almost as if you are approaching people, or certain people, or maybe certain businesses, to offer certain services to them. It's almost as if there's something that you've got to offer that people can actually benefit from. And it leans most strongly towards businesses, but maybe even people, individual people as well, could benefit from that. And the guides are almost, through, it's like the guides are saying, you might need to reach certain people and offer them those services, and of course, charge a fee for that. And so you sort of like be consulting. So it's almost as if you are sort of like in business with those people, but you are also working for them, but you are really independent, and you are sort of like doing something flexible, or whatever it is. So some strange thing like that, but unconventional. That's what the guides are showing. So um I don't know. I don't know. Let me get your feedback. All right. Let's see who else here. Single. Rahul. Single. Okay, all right. Rahul. If Rahul Ranjan. Okay, so yeah, if you're single, then I take it that, yeah, there's nothing wrong with exploring, though. If you still feel like you want to explore relationships, you want to give it your best shot, you want to give it a try, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes we have to go through these journeys. And who knows, you might find that things might change, that you actually find someone that you really settle down with, or eventually you get to that point where it's like, okay, fine, I've done it and I don't want to do it anymore, and I just want to be by myself, and I'm happy, I'm content. Because that's also one of the things that came through here in the reading, contentment with the Nine of Cups somewhere, somehow. Did I see Nine of Cups? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it's Nine of Pentacles, not Nine of Cups. All right, but yeah, contentment. Okay, so let's see. Yamur the first. Can I ask Jack's current feelings for me? All right, let's have a look for you. Let's see how we're doing with time. Jack's current feelings for you. All right. I don't know what's the situation with the two of you. If the two of you are still together, let me just check here. Okay, so you guys are not together. All right. And okay, so if you're not together, okay, right. So it looks like this person misses you, or wants to be with you, or something like that. If you're not together, I got that you're not together here, so I don't know. But it's like, if you want to reconnect with this person, he's not going to reach out to you, kind of. That's if you were together and you are no longer together and all of that. He's not going to reach out, but he does miss you, or something along those lines. That's the energy that's coming through. So I'm reading it from a perspective where you guys, once were an item but are no longer together. All right, so I'll see what your response is to that. You are welcome, title like Ture 1606, new subscriber. Thank you very much for subscription. Thank you for liking. Will Sania Keshur unblock at Dash many in June? Her current feelings. Okay, let's quickly have a look here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So you are not together, not you are no longer together. That's for you, Yamur. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. Yeah. So the person is not going to reach out to you. You are going to reach out to them, Yamur, the first. Okay. If you are interested in them, they are not going to come through to you. You are going to come through. I don't know which one of you is the masculine, but yeah, that's how the guides are showing it. maybe you did show when you asked the question, and now my mind is somewhere else because I'm actually trying to do a reading now as I'm talking to you. Okay, so how does Sania feel about Adash? Okay. All right. Okay, so the unblocking. Okay, so the guides show that, okay, there will be an unblocking as you are asking, and they're also showing that the person is interested in you. All right. Jonathan 16. All right. That's what they're showing. The person, your person of interest is, or the person that you're asking about, who is, are they interested in whoever it is that you're asking about? They are interested. All right. And are they going to unblock the person? Yes, they are going to unblock the person, maybe because they miss them. I didn't go too deep because I don't want to go, I'm reading energy, and sometimes when you're reading the energy, it's not really as clear as okay, this the black and white stuff, this person is doing this and this and that. You getting some vague stuff, so you have to make sense of it. And so when you have the context of the situation, it makes even better sense. So with regards to Yamur the first, but on our communication is your romantic interest. That's you, Yamur the first, is your romantic interest, and your communication is inconsistent. All right. Kana, what's the situation there? Okay, so you are the one that you are not together, you are interested in him or them, and they're interested in you. All right. Okay. And yeah, so who's the masculine here? He is the romantic. Okay, so he's the, wow, that's interesting. So he's actually wanting you to, so this person likes you, this person is interested in you, but somehow they expect you to chase them. Okay, so that's what's going on here. It's like they're expecting you to be the one that's sort of like forward moving in the connection. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's anything. Yeah, so I wouldn't be too optimistic or too attached with this person, all right, even though they like you, because liking is just like good intentions. Those things, you can't buy anything with them, you can't do anything with them. You understand? When someone loves you or they like you or they've got good intentions towards you, that means nothing. Because ultimately, if this person is not able to translate those things into, you know, positive actions with regards to their interaction with you, with regards to whatever connection that you are having, then it's futile. So I wouldn't get too attached to this person who's inconsistent. Okay, Yamur the first, I would say um, withdraw your energies, pull your energies back, and focus on other things. And I know that's not easy, because once you get interested, and it's like it's very difficult to forget about the person. But I would say no. Focus, redirect your attention. All right, and then maybe you might even want to redirect your attention to other people, but don't do it in such a way where it's like you are sort of like rebounding emotionally or something like that. Just do it cleanly, as in, okay, I'm bored because there's no consistency here, so let me see if there's other interesting things out there, kind of energy. All right. Uh, Paul Parul Tirehan, does Himanshu watch my social media profile? You guys are not in contact with each other. The guys are saying yes, this person does watch your public profile. All right, your social media profile. They do watch it. Okay. Hi, Kiamo Kebe 7007. Kiamo Kebe. I don't know if it's Kiamo Kebe or if it's Kiamo Kebe. Guys, which part of the world are you joining us from? Which part of the world are you guys joining us from? All right, so all of you guys that are watching and asking questions, of which you are welcome to keep asking. I think I'll take 2 to 3 more, and then I'll be done. Which part of the world are you coming from? And please support the channel These are free readings. You're not paying anything. All I'm asking you to do is support the channel by watching the videos, to push the hours and the views, and so that YouTube can also promote the channel. This will help me so that I can do more and more of this, and then I don't have to do the other stuff. I could literally I would sit here all day and do this with you guys, and at least I know that money is coming in. You understand? So I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yamur the first. Kiamo Kebe, you don't have a question? All right. I did answer your question, Parul Tehan, isn't it? This person is watching your profile. I don't know if you have any other question. Let's see here. There are no other questions. Okay, so things are a little bit quiet. So if does Himanshu like you? The guys are saying, yeah. So this person does like you. They do like you. So I don't know if you like them too, and if there's anything that you would want to happen between the two of you. Ask so that we can see, and you can also give us. Oh, you are in no contact. Why are you in no contact? What's happening there? All right. If you want more answers from the guides, that is, you can answer those questions. If not, that's also fine here. Anyone else has a question? If not, I'm going to end the live. All right. I'm going to give it maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. So basically it's 36 minutes now. So when we get to 38, I'm going to end the live if there are no questions. All right. So let's see. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. All right, someone wants to know about their colleague. Right, it's you, Parutal Trehan. Parul Trehan. She's my ex-colleague, and I left the job, and we went out. That's interesting, though. Why did you go into no contact with the colleague just because you left the job? But I'm not going to go into that because this is of course a public platform. I don't want to dig in too deep there. What I would like to know is, what would you want to happen between you and him? Do you want a relationship? Are you interested in this person? Would you like something to happen there? And what is the situation with him? Is he single, available, or what? And do you want to know if okay, all right. So anyway, let's not even get into it, just because the guys are giving me something here. So the guys are showing here that, so it doesn't look like something is going to occur between you and this person. I'm so sorry. It looks like there's a whole lot of other things or other reasons. So it's like there are things that are going to make it impossible for the two of you to be together. Okay, so I don't know, maybe things that I don't understand. I know that there are some people who would say, certain people of certain religions, like they'll say, so and so is of this religion, so I would never be with them because my family would never accept them. you know. And then some people also, there'll be that whole thing of, okay, this person is from that particular class, you know. I know it's strange that we are dealing with that in our world, but it is what it is. um so I don't know if, but it's those weird type of reasons that the guys are showing here, that it's those weird type of reasons why the connection between you and this person would not occur. So it's like this, it doesn't, the energy that I'm getting is that that person would not even pursue a relationship with you, kind of, for those reasons. It's like they wouldn't even entertain, even if they like you, it's like they wouldn't entertain the feelings that they have for you for those other reasons. It's like whatever it is, those reasons are, they must be big. That's what the guides are showing here. All right. So I don't know if there's anything else. I'm gonna wait 30 seconds to see if you are responding, then I'm going to end the live. Thank you so much, guys, for those 10 likes. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sticking out with me, your support, everything. I really appreciate your interaction. You guys are just wonderful. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. All right. Yes, you are welcome. It's a great pleasure, Parul Trehan. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great day further. Okay, until next time, maybe we'll see each other tomorrow. Let's see how the Don Bambino, allows us to navigate this thing.